different stages of development for servers. And as you can see, so my server, pretty primitive development, I would say. So this is 2 years old. It's 2 servers. They are merged together. We are against server 321. You can see there 2 servers, and we still do temple play, little traps with little keeps, try and catch the march inside a temple, trick them, get them to send ground, you send horse, change the general, all sorts of stuff like that. Oh, this is odd. Look at that live. I was like, my bubbled down? What's going on there? Anyways, I guess he's coming over scouting bubbles. Let's see what's going on. But what I wanted to do was compare, see if he's got someone on in his alliance on our server, but I don't see that, so I don't know why he's doing it. Anyways, I wanted to compare our server versus Singhs server. So let's take a look over here. Where is King Singh? And as you can see, someone posted them. So we're obviously, people are complaining about how our SVS isn't going that well, and particularly they're complaining about people getting bumped out of top 5, but we'll show that in a minute. And then they posted Singh, and I'll show you what he's doing. Yeah, Singh, I'd like to see them come try that over here. Well, what are they trying? What am I daring them to try? Oh, this is what an advanced server can do in SVS. They come over, and the other server is terrified and can't do a thing because they don't want to get zeroed. And that's what a good server does. And there's probably about, I don't know, I'm going to guess 15 servers that in all of Evony that could do this. Like, I know my old server with Neff, they could do this, depending on the opponent, of course. RSP can do it, GOT can do it, all sorts of big alliances can do it, like CUM could probably do it, and 60, depending who they're against. Different things like that, this could happen. So it's all matchup dependent. I'm sure there's lots on C4 who can do this. Anyways, let's get back to what happened with our top 5. So, hey man, I've told them I will stop at 540 million points and you guys can go for your top 5. I won't get any higher, but I have to get that because there is rewards that depend on top 5, and I think they're down here. And yeah, it's the treasure boxes, and sorry, but I really want my Blood of Heirs in every box and Civ treasures, so I stopped. There's no more points available. If we're losing, there's no easy targets. I'm not going to kill myself and play. So, anyways, oh, I just got bumped. Sith bumped me. That's all good. Anyways, people are complaining because this guy, Runge, got 270 million points and bumped a guy who was in 5th place with new wings at 115 million. And they're saying that we should have, hey, there's a new person in top 5. We should have let him get it. I've been telling people forever that, hey, I'll get 540. So if you beat me, I won't beat you. I'll let you. I don't care. And I've also even tried to implement a rule that on Sunday, which is now, if we're too far behind, we just announce, hey, we're good, and then have it a free-for-all for top 5. But you can't ask people to stop playing because of the bloody reward. So this is, I tell them, this is a debate that goes on every server. And, we can look all the way here. Man, just so many messages about people bumping people and things like that. And to me, you just got to get the points. And what I say when we have an automatic loss, I mean, you could go get your top 5 and be as negative as you want, and it won't be held against you. You still have to get points. So we can't really force people to not play. It is part of the game. But in my opinion, one of the main reasons why Singh's server is so advanced in comparison to mine, which is my server, kind of plays SVS like kind of how servers play SVS at about like the 6-month mark. The first couple of months, people start to defend their temples. They pop Fafnir chests all over, or Fanir chests, whatever those things are called. Where are they? Do I have any of those fangs? I could pop one to show you. Yeah, I do. Let's use one. So they pop these. It's on the wrong. I'm on the wrong server, so it pretends like it's over here. It pretends like it pops, but shows me the spot on the wrong map. So we'll go outside here, and where did that guy go? So here he is. So if I go kill him now, oh, I gotta rally him. I can't just do a straight attack. Okay, I'm not doing that. Anyways, chests would appear, and early on in server, people go around the temples and they load them up. So like there's chests all over here to make the enemy have to do a long march, and then you could maybe catch them in a trap. And they do it around the throne as well. Anyways, so we're past that stage, but now we do little temple tricks. We're not quite ready to do anything else. We've attempted throne, but realistically it was with 4 players and it wasn't likely to work. But we tried, so we're trying to get to another stage. But where I was going with this was servers reach different stages quicker because RSP really isn't too much older than my server right now. They're probably like 4 or 5 months older. And the reason of their development, I truly believe it's because they were not NAP from day one. So my server has been NAP since day one, which means no one attacks anybody. So there's really no threat hanging over people, like if you play incorrectly, if you do things that cause damage to other people. And then what you have is everybody remains on. Everybody just plays for fun. The competitive spirit isn't there. Basically, like people aren't weeded out, right? To go start over on a different server. That's kind of the typical server, how it goes if you're on a competitive server. People get off to a poor start. They don't really understand the game. They get kind of picked on, bullied on. Some peer adjustments going on, and then they go to a new server and start over with their knowledge because they understand that there's no point staying on this server. And then they do better the next time around. But when you are not bubble or burn for the first year or so, you develop a lot slower. People don't they don't develop those PvP skills. They don't learn how to bubble. We get bubble drops all the time still in SVS constantly. It's almost more important for me to monitor all the other hives on our server than it is to go over and get points. So like I'm constantly monitoring, looking around, trying to make sure that points aren't given up. And that really takes away from the time of the better players. Your time could be used more efficiently. So those 4 are always down, so is that 1. I know that because of how many times I have to monitor all the other hives. And some of them are pretty good. Like some of them don't drop bubble too often. But when they do, it's minus 200 million points. We're still at the point where I will, every day go to bed and I laugh at it because what can you do? But I always get a good little kick out of waking up and checking out the negatives on our SVS. This one hasn't been too bad. We've only had a couple in the 200 million area that gave up points, and we just unfortunately haven't been able to overcome that. But anyways, that's my thoughts on SVS, the different stages of development. Everybody should be striving to be at the Sing level of development. Where is that again? Let's take one final look at that. It is, where did they post them? Right here. So this is the goal. Everybody should want this. They have, so the tower did get reset at some point. So they will probably have to do almost the full 1 hour remaining to cap it. But no doubt that's probably what's going to happen. Let's actually take a little look and see if we can find who the main defenders will be of this throne, but it doesn't really look like there are any. Oh, did we find, no, I thought I saw a statue of Ayers, but I did not. But anyways, everyone should, so these would be the main defenders. Let's see who they have in this alliance, if we recognize anyone. Jupe, I recognize that name. Everyone should be striving to be an RSP type alliance. It's really hard because one thing that you have to consider also is lots of really good players from other servers left their server to go to RSP. So RSP is, in a way, cherry picking the best talent. But hey, that's part of the game. If you make your server pretty good, people will want to join it, right? So kind of catch-22. I don't see a hive here, so I can't click on the Alliance City to see who else is in the Alliance, but it's safe to say that their Alliance hive was burned. That's what I'm going to guess is happening here. And they couldn't do anything about that, and that's even easier to defend than Throne. The reason why it's easier is because if you go after Throne, now one of your guys is left without a bubble because he took the throne. So that's always a problem. So it's easier to defend your Alliance City, and they obviously didn't. So once you see that, it's, basically you're just putting up the white flag, and RSP knows they could just go over. It looks like some of them went home. They know that it's a done deal. And unlikely that all of these guys are even in the throne because it can only hold so many troops. So some of these guys are just over there, just hanging out, chilling. Let me know what stage of development your server is in. Do you agree with me that Bubble or Burn and Nap forces a different direction on the server? My opinion is that every server should be Bubble or Burn for at least the first 6 months, maybe a year. And then at that point, you know what? No one's quitting. So that's your team. You're stuck with it. Then you can be friendly with them and go into nap mode and start to work together. But if you start out full nap and there's no reason for the friendships other than, hey, we just want to be a friendly server, have fun, it doesn't force anyone to get that competitive fire under them. And they don't learn the skills that are necessary, the teamwork skills and the social skills and just development and learning how to build to keep because they don't have that constant danger hanging over them, looming over them. So Genghis, like, subscribe, leave a comment.